Good morning students. I am Abrar Ahmed. Today we are going to start class 12th physics unit 1st electrostatics. So let's start unit 1st electrostatics. We know that electrostatics is the branch of physics. It is the branch of physics in which we study about electric charge at rest condition. So remember the point, charge should be at rest condition. It is the branch of physics in which we study about electric charge at rest condition. Charge should be at rest condition. So it is also called static electricity. Static electricity. If charge are not in rest condition, it is in motion condition, then it is called current electricity. Current electricity. It is the branch of physics in which we study about electric charge in motion condition. If charge are in motion condition, then it is called current electricity. Charge are in motion condition also called current. So it is also called current electricity. So before starting the chapter, we should know about charge. What is charge? Our next topic is charge. Charge is discovered by Thales, and after Thales it is also discovered by William Gilbert. So it is the property of matter. It is the property of matter which attract the other things toward it. It is the property of matter which attract the other things. There are two types of charge. First is positive charge. And second is negative charge. There are two types of charge. First is positive charge and second is negative charge. So electrostatics, it is the branch of physics in which we study about electric charge at rest condition. Hence it is also called static electricity. Current electricity, it is also the branch of physics in which we study about electric charge but in motion condition. There is a difference. It is in motion condition and here charge is at rest condition. Now what is charge? Charge is the property of matter which attract the other things. There are two types of charge. First is positive charge, second negative charge. Now our next topic is properties of charge. Properties of charge. There are two properties of charge. First is like charge repel each other, and second is unlike charge attract each other. Like charge means two positive charge are like charge, two negative charge are like charge. So like charge repel each other. Repel each other. Here is also force of repulsion. Unlike charge means one is positive, then other is negative. If one is negative, other is positive. So here is attraction, force of attraction. Attraction. So like charge repel each other and unlike charge attract each other. This is the property of charge. Now we are going to start our next topic, electronic principle of charging. So our next topic is electronic principle of charging. We know very well matter are made up of molecule, and each molecule consists of at least one or more atoms. The whole mass of any atom is supposed to be situated at the center of the atom. The center is called nucleus. It is found that nucleus have two types of particle. First is proton and second is neutron. Proton are positively charged particle, while neutron do not have any charge. Other types of particle which is present in any atom is electron. Electron having negative charge which revolve around nucleus in various orbits. Magnitude of negative electron, negative charge, is equal to the magnitude of positive charge. It means this is the atomic structure of atom. Atomic structure. This is the structure of atom. Here it is clear that nucleus is situated at the center, and nucleus consists of two types of charge, proton and neutron. Proton are positively charged particle and neutron do not have any charge. While electron is revolving around the nucleus in fixed orbit. This orbit is called electronic orbit. So we know very well that matter are made up of molecule, and each molecule consists of at least one or more atom. So this is called atom. The whole mass of any atom is supposed to be situated at the center of the atom, which is called the nucleus. The whole mass of this atom is situated at the center, or this center is called the nucleus. It is found that nucleus have two types of particle. First is proton and second is neutron. Nucleus have two types of particle. First is proton and second is neutron. Proton are positively charged particle. It is clear that proton is positively charged particle, while neutron do not have any charge. Neutron do not have any charge. Other types of particle which is present in any atom is electron. Other charge of particle is electron. Electron having negative charge. Electron having negative charge which revolve around nucleus in various orbits. Magnitude of negative charge is equal to magnitude of positive charge. So negative charge is equal to positive charge. So atom is atomic structure. Atom is neutral. This atomic structure is neutral because all positive charge and all negative charge are equal. The electron which are close to nucleus are called bound electron, and the electron which are far from the nucleus are called free electron. So in first second orbit these electrons are called bound electron, and the last orbit electron is called free electron. So when we rub any two surface, electron escape from one surface and come to other surface. We can explain with diagram. Let us consider this is the rod of any metal and this is the cloth. When we rub the rod at the cloth, so electron escape from rod and come to cloth. So cloth becomes negative charge and negative charge electron is escaping from this rod. So it is called positive charge rod. So this is the electronic principle of charging. When we rub two surface, electron escape from one surface and come to second surface. So it is gaining electron. So it is called a negative charge particle, negative charge body, and it is called positive charge body. So negative charge gaining of electron is called negative charge, positive charge losing of electron is called positive charge. When any body loss of electron, it called positive charge, and when any body gets electron is called negative charge. There are a list of particles, symbol, charge and their mass. First is electron. Symbol is E minus. Its charge is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You know what is coulomb? Coulomb is the unit of charge. Its mass is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Second is proton. Proton P positive. Its symbol is P positive. Its charge is plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Its mass is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And last is neutron. Its symbol is N0. It do not have any charge, so its charge is 0. Its mass is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. You know, in any atomic structure, we consider its mass at the center, or this center is called a nucleus. This nucleus consists of two types of charge, proton and neutron. So the mass of proton and neutron is more than mass of electron. So we consider all the charge of atom is situated at the center, or this center is called nucleus. Now we are going to start our next topic, quantization of electric charge. So our next topic is quantization of electric charge. Its definition: it is observed that the quantity of charge on a substance is always integer multiple of charge on an electron. It means the amount of charge on a charge body is given by Q equal to Ne, where N equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 days and E equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. It means when we rub the two bodies, so one body lost the electron and other body gain the electron. The losing and gaining of electron is multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Not in the form of 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 7 by 2. A may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but may not be 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 7 by 2. Charge of body cannot be 3 by 2 electron, 5 by 2 electron, 7 by 2 electron. It may be only 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron. Where electron E is the smallest unit of charge, it is also known as elementary charge or fundamental charge. Now we are going to start our next topic, conservation of charge. Our next topic is conservation of charge. Conservation of charge. You already studied in 11th class what is conservation of charge. Charge neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted only one body to another body. So conservation of charge is charge neither be created nor be destroyed, it can be converted from one body to another body. Charge neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted from one body to one form to another form. It means the net charge of an isolated system remains constant. The net charge of an isolated body remains constant. Charge neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted from one body to another body. When we rubbed a rod on a cloth, it lost the electron and it gained the electron. So it becomes negative charge body and it becomes positive charge body. But the total charge of isolated system remains constant. It gain the electron, is lose the electron. Gaining of electron is always equal to losing of electron. So the net charge of the isolated body remains constant. This law is called conservation of charge. Now we are going to start one of the most important topic of this unit, Coulomb's law. So before starting the Coulomb's law, we have to discuss point object, or we can say point charge. So our next topic is point charge. Point charge. So now our next topic is point charge. So definition of point charge is any charge bodies whose dimension is very small as compared to distance between them is called a point charge. Any charge bodies whose dimension are very small as compared to distance between them is called point charge body. So point charge, when the body's dimension is very small as compared to distance between them, is called a point charge. We can understood with the example. The size of this body is very small as compared to distance between them. Distance is so large and size is so small. So this is called point charge. This is not point charge because size is very large and distance between these two bodies are very small. So we cannot say these bodies are point charge bodies. When we put these bodies at a large distance, now we can say this is the point charge because distance is so much as compared to size of the body. And Coulomb's law is only applicable only in point charge. Now we are going to start Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is one of the most important topic of unit first. It is also used to calculate the force of attraction or repulsion between two point charge. Remember the point, Coulomb's law is only applicable only for point charge, not moving charge. It is not applicable for moving charge. It is applicable only for point charge. So what is Coulomb's law? Coulomb's law, in 1785, Charles Augustin de Coulomb measure the force of attraction or repulsion. Remember the point, it can measure the force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charge, because like charge repel each other and unlike charge attract each other. So it can measure both the force of attraction and force of repulsion between two electric point charge, known as Coulomb's law. According to, this is the main statement, according to him, force of attraction or repulsion between two point charge is directly proportional to the product of their magnitude and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Let the 2 point charge Q1 and Q2 are placed at a distance of r apart from each other. Then according to Coulomb's law, force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charge is directly proportional to the product of their magnitude. Force of attraction or repulsion is directly proportional to product of their magnitude of charge and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. We can combine both two equations. Combining both two equations, F directly proportional to Q1, Q2 and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. We know that when we remove this proportionality sign, a constant comes. There is a K. K is the constant, where K is the constant of proportionality, also called electrostatic force constant. Its value depends on the medium. For air, its value is 1/4πε0, and also its value is 9 × 10⁹ Newton-meter square per Coulomb square. When we put this value in this equation, F as it is, what is the value of K? 1/4πε0. We have to put this value in this 1/4πε0 Q1 Q2 upon r square. For SI unit of force is Newton. So here is Newton. So Coulomb's law, what is the Coulomb's law? In 1785, Charles Augustin de Coulomb measured the force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charge. According to him, the force of attraction or repulsion is directly proportional to product of their magnitude and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Directly proportional to the product of their magnitude and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. We can combine both two equations. We will get this equation, and after removing the proportionality sign, K is the constant of proportionality. Its value is 1/4πε0, and 1/4πε0 we have to put this value in this equation. We get F equal to 1/4πε0 Q1 Q2 upon r square. There are some limitation of Coulomb's law. So now we are going to start some limitations of Coulomb's law. Limitation of Coulomb's law. There are many limitations of Coulomb's law. First is Coulomb's law applicable only for point object, or we can say point charge. It is not applicable for large object, large charge. Coulomb's law also applicable when charge are at rest condition. It is not true when charge are in motion condition, and it is not true for large charge. It is only true, Coulomb's law is true only for point object. Coulomb's law also true only for charge at rest condition. Now we are going to start a numerical based on Coulomb's law. So question is, the distance between two particles having charge 1 coulomb each is 1 kilometer. Calculate the force of acting between them. सबसे पहले हमको given लिखना है. We have to write given first of all. The distance between two particles having charge 1 coulomb. Given charge is 1 coulomb each. Q1 equal to 1 coulomb, Q2 equal to 1 coulomb each. And distance is 1 kilometer. Distance is represented by R is equal to 1 kilometer. We have to convert this kilometer into meter. So 1 into 1000 meter, we can write 10 to the power 3 meter. Now we have to calculate force acting between them. We know that what is the formula of force? F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 upon में R square. F equal to, its value is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Q1 Q2. What is the value of Q1 Q2? 1 into 1 into, what is the value of R? 10 to the power 3 is whole square. Now F equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9, 9 into 10 to the power 9, 1 into 1, 1, 10 to the power 3 and square, 10 to the power 6. This 6 can be cancelled by 9 3 times. The force is 9 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. So this is the numerical based on Coulomb's law.